Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is some um, creams for dry skin. So there's three of them that we're going to talk about. The first one is Intense Moisturizing Cream. You guys, this has been around probably as long as the Extra Moist Night Cream. So if you have older clients, they're going to say, I want the pink stuff or I want the purple stuff. And that's what that means. So and they'll be like, it's in a jar. And by the way, it comes with a little spatula. So when they open this, they're not having to put their fingers in and contaminate it. They can use their little spatula and pull out what they need. So the pink stuff is called Intense Moisturizing Cream. And the purple stuff is called Oil-Free Hydrating Gel. Okay, so these have no anti-aging in them. They are pure hydration. So they both help replenish the skin's moisture and form a protective shield to minimize moisture evaporation. So they both are great to help lock in the moisture. There's no anti-aging built in them, like I said. So these were kind of like the old Mama Jammas. And then of course, as anti-aging has developed, they've created some of these other things. So most of the time, how I use these and sell these are going to be to women who just need extra hydration at times during the year. For instance, January and February, people get like extra flaky, right? They're just super dry. We don't necessarily need to change up their whole regimen. We just might need to add in one of these supplements for a time being. So factors like temperature, humidity, age, hormones can also upset like the balance of our moisture of our skin, the moisture balance. So we might just need to add a little dab of something like this after we apply our regular moisturizer. Okay, and you can do it morning and night. The pink one is going to be great for dry skin. The purple one is more for like normal to oily skin. Okay, now we've learned some really great tips about this purple one. And I'm not saying that it can't be used with the pink one too, but the pink is a little bit thicker. So like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm holding this upside down and it's not moving. Okay, so it is a little thicker. The purple one, my mom loved this when she was, so she had breast cancer and then she did the reconstruction surgery where they stretched her. Well, that stretching of the skin was really tight and she used this around up in here so it made it less tight. It's more silky and kind of a loose feeling and nice and cool feeling. So they could use it here for the moisturization, things like that. But what we have learned is you can mix this with foundations, concealers. So if you have a customer that's like, I just want to use up this foundation that I have, but it's kind of like dry and I don't really like how it looks on my skin, she can mix a little bit of this with it and it gives it more hydration. It looks more glowy. Then she can use up her old stuff and then switch over to her Mary Kay stuff. So that's a great way for people to stay loyal to you as well. If you can help them figure out like a way to use their stuff up and then they can transfer things over as they run out of their eyeliners and moisturizers and stuff, they will know that you like appreciate them and you're a value to them. So this is great for concealers as well. That might be a little bit dry. It's also great for this. So if you have people that are like, I just cannot get rid of this puffiness under my eyes, have her mix it with her concealer or use it under her concealer, and that makes a difference as well. Now, if you have somebody with extra dry skin, like, super duper duper flaky, then they might really enjoy this Extra Emollient Night Cream. This has been around for years and years. And if you were at the Beauty Hacks, Jen talked about how she bought this, her mom bought this in gobs when she was missionary over in Africa because they didn't have medicine. And they use this for everything. So for bug bites, for scratches, burns, you guys, it is like, it just heals up the skin. So I use this as my diaper rash preventative and my diaper rash healer, and it does it like that. Like I can't find anything else that does it, works as well. So give these to your mamas who are having babies. Put this in her gift, in her baby shower gift. She will love it. So it's called the pink stuff. People were like, I want that thick pink stuff. This is also the same exact thing that's in the satin hand set, the hand softening, the first step, but this has pink dye in it and that one does not. But it's the same exact thing. So my grandma uses on her skin every night. She likes that real thick hydration, and that's probably why she looks amazing. She uses this with all of her other stuff. It's great for cuticles. It's great for heels. It's great for elbows. Anywhere that's like just extra, extra dry. They're going to love this. You know, I've even heard like you could put it at the tips of your hair as an overnight like deep conditioner and then wash it out the next day. I think that's all the tips that I have on that one. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is our oil-free eye makeup remover. Oh yeah, you've used it on a scar and it keeps it soft. Yes, the lips around. So if you have anybody's kids who, you know, licks and licks and licks and it becomes red, that's another thing you can use it for. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is our signature #1 selling product. You guys know that we sell one of these every 3 seconds. One of these every 3 seconds. Crazy. You guys, once they try it, they never go back. Seriously, they never go back. So it is called our oil-free eye makeup remover. This is why it's one of your products in your starter kit. Anything that's in your starter kit is high selling, easy to sell. Let people try it, they will buy it. And it looks oily, but it's oil-free. So our eyelids tend to be oily. We don't want to put any oily based products around our eyes. That's why we don't put the moisturizer up there. We try to do it just under. Because then our eye makeup, there's something there. So then our eye makeup does not stick to our eyes very well. And that's why it gets creasing and it fades off and it feathers out throughout the day, or it doesn't stay the right color. You know, it's not as intense. Well, if they use oil-free eye makeup remover, they don't have that problem. It removes all of that. And it's gentle enough to not pull on that really delicate area. So this is just skin and bones. And we don't want to tug, tug, tug. We literally can just have them put it on a cotton ball. And I do this a lot of times on my virtuals. I'll just go like this and not even really pull. And then I'll go like this and they can see, basically it's my whole eye right here. And then I can kind of clean it up just a little bit. So it goes on wet, dries to a powder. No residue will be left on their eyelids. So if you have somebody that's like, my eye makeup runs under here, it's probably what she's using to take her eye makeup off. But you guys, this is also good for pen. Like if your kid's getting pen or marker, just wipe it off. It wipes it right off. Bubble gum out of the hair. It's removed nail polish out of my carpet, orange nail polish out of my light carpet. Stick on tattoos. Like it is a staple for every single mom and every single teacher or grandma. Oh, it's alcohol free and safe with contacts. It's also safe with lash extensions. So lashes are super duper in right now. The name of the pink stuff is called Extra Emollient Night Cream. Okay, any questions about that before Bethany takes back over? Okay, Bethany, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the next thing on the list, which is our eye primer. And so Amanda was actually just talking about that extra oil that can be on our eyelids. So our eye primer comes in this little cute little gray tube here. And what's great about it is, I mean, you just put a little bit on, you don't need a whole lot, and you would swipe it across your eyelid. And what it does is it extends that eye color wear, and it's a waterproof formula, so it helps with keeping it on longer. And also the pigmentation of the eye color is a lot stronger as well because it's holding it on together and longer. So it's it just really does justice to your eye colors whenever you have an eye primer on. The Indulge Soothing Eye Gel, I don't have that one on hand. It's a little jar, and it's blue. And what it has is a clear with a blue formula inside of it. And what it does for you, and if Amanda showed a little bit ago, was that chart of the eye creams. It also had the eye patches and the soothing eye gel on it. And it shows really those two products have very similar benefits, refreshing tired eyes, and with the, oh, Carrie has that. Thanks, Carrie, you got my back there. Biggest difference between this and the patches is the patches are going to help, and I'll show those in a second, but they're going to help with the dullness underneath your eyes. But something I thought was really neat about the eye gel is, and I didn't know this before I was looking up some extra facts about it, is that it's really good to actually put a little bit above on your brow bone to help with refreshing your tired eyes as well, and having the boost of moisture. And it has green tea extract, which also is a really great moisturizer. So, and I'll talk back to the eye patches in a second, but that's the main things I want to touch on, is that extra boost of moisture. It's going to soothe the under eye, but it can also help with the brow bone area, because you do sometimes have that puffiness up there as well. The next one is the oil mattifier. And really what this is really for girls that have oily skin. So it's going to be something that you want to put just a little bit on more of your shiny areas. So I know a lot of girls that they're shiny right here around their nose and on their forehead. And you would want to apply it to those more shiny areas and allow it to dry. You're not going to want to like cake it on, because there's really nothing that you want to cake on of our stuff. But you can reapply it if you need to, but it helps with controlling that shine. For 8 hours is what we have it tested be, is 8 hours to help control the shine. The next one is the hydrogel eye patches. And sorry, I have all my stuff set up around me here. Oh, here we go. It was hidden from me. Okay, so like I said, this has similar benefits as our soothing eye gel, but it's going to help with the dullness underneath your eye. And it also just depends on your customer's preference, or your preference if you're filling your own bag. I know for me, my preference is the eye patches, because I really like it feels like more of a spa experience. So and I'm going to open it up. So with this, it comes with a little spatula, and it has a cap to it to seal the moisture in there. So that's a really great thing too, because if you don't use it every single day, you're not going to use it all within a month, because there's 30 pairs in there. So it's good to keep that moisture seal on it. But if you can see that, it looks like, it always reminds me of yin yang, okay? But you put this inner part towards your eye and bring it out here. Now there are ladies that they use it all over the face. They use it for their, these lines here. Oh, I don't remember all the line names, nicknames, but for these lines here, I saw a picture of a Mary Kay gal that had it all over her face. And I mean, it made me laugh, but you can definitely do that. So that, it has the burst of moisture. It helps with under eye puffiness. And then it also is one that has the glycerin as well. So that helps with the dullness underneath your eyes. And what I thought was cool, if you didn't know what hydrogel means, is it's a water suspended in a gel matrix. So it's like you're literally putting water right on your eyes. So if you want to catch that, I thought it was a really cool wording. Water suspended in a gel matrix. That's hydrogel. So you're just like putting straight up moisture underneath your eyes, and you leave it on for 20 minutes. Like I said, it's like a spa experience from home. So, and you can see Amanda has all the pictures up there. It's great for men and women. And I know that there's some pear ingredients in there. Funny, quick side note, my husband almost convinced my mom to eat these because it had pear in it. He just was messing with her, but it was when they first came out. It was too fun. But anyways, so that's the eye patches. The beauty blotters, the oil absorbing tissues, they really do exactly what they say. So they come in a little package here, but the little package has lots of tissues, 75 in there. And what it does is it's just absorbing the oil that's on top of like makeup or whatever to, even if you don't have makeup on, to absorb the oil without disturbing the makeup. I always think of movies like, I'm gonna go powder my face, or like, so you gotta go take care of your excess oil real quick. So it's a really great like purse item to have around, especially if you go and work out. So does that another if you're working out like me, obviously.
Yeah.
If you
We
have
look pretty glamorous for working out tonight, don't we?
I know. But if I don't know if you guys have any questions about that, but all the special solutions, a lot of hydration options.
Yes. So these are called the 11s. If you see somebody that frowns, like, man, I got to get my 11s fixed. And these a lot of times are called parentheses. So if she's like, I have deep parentheses, that's what she's talking about. Crow's feet, I like to call them laugh lines. Sounds more gentle. I did show you guys those pictures. Did you see those okay? With the hydrogel eye patches. Yeah, they're wonders. So how I like to do those at my parties in person is I have them do one, and while it's sitting, they do their spa treatment. So they'll put on like their moisture mask or their facial peel, whatever they choose. And then we play a game, we do a referral game, we do satin lips, and then they take those off and they immediately can see a difference between their eyes. So they only get one eye treatment. If they want the other, they got to buy the product, but that sells a lot of hydrogel eye patches. So Bethany, did you want to start with any clinical solutions, or do you want me just do that?
No, I can go ahead and start.
Okay.
So with the clinical solutions, I know we've mentioned it a lot through tonight's training stuff. Just when you're starting that retinization process, what to use, not use. I'm not going to talk about that too much. I think Amanda might talk about a little bit more than because I'm still learning a lot on those too. But because of that, so the first part of the retinol 0.5. I have mine as well. Okay, cool. These little guys. Okay. So the first part is the retinol 0.5. It has a concentrated amount of retinol. That is what like sets this apart, because we have other products that have retinol in them, but this has a concentrated amount on it, which is the reason we have to be so kind of cautious a little bit with what we're putting with it, because it can be rough on your skin if you're not treating it the right way. Helps with wrinkles, uneven skin tone, facial firmness, preventing aging, reversing aging, but you can use it as a supplement. You don't need to just use it by itself, because it doesn't have like a cleanser with it. It's going to be the retinol and then the calming, restoring milk, and what the calming, restoring facial milk, what it's doing is it's helping balance this until you can get to where you can use a more concentrated retinol amount, because this is going to help with calming. The milk is going to help with calming the irritated skin after you've used the retinol, or just depending where you are in the retinization process, is whether you're mixing it or you're going to put on a little bit of the milk after. It just kind of depends where you're at in that process. And this has plant oils, and it just gives that direct boost of the fatty acids to like counteract the retinol, and not counteract, that's not the right word, to calm it down, restore it, like it says in the name. There you go. You can go ahead, Amanda.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I am going to add a little bit to that, because we definitely want people on skincare system first. So this is something that is going to definitely be added in. Now, retinol is not something that we use when we're pregnant or when we're nursing or trying to get pregnant. So there's going to be people who can't use this system, okay? Or anybody who has to use acne products. So if they're like on dermatological type products, they probably can't use the retinol. But it is, what's that word? dermocosmetics. So it's a combination of bringing like the beauty industry with skincare and anti-aging industry. So Mary Kay, again, has created, there's no other company that's created a retinization process and at a price like this. So if you want to get retinol, you're going to pay a pretty penny from your doctor. And then they just said, go use this 5 times a week. And a lot of people can't get through the skin adjusting to it. Well, Mary Kay created that process, which this comes in every single Clinical Solutions kit, and it tells you exactly when to apply it and how frequently and how to mix it so that our skin starts to adjust to it. But again, our skin cells, like our skin naturally around age 20, slow down the collagen and the elastin process. It also has a slowdown in the skin cell turnover. So as early as 20, people can start using this as a preventative because it's going to continue to produce the elastin, the collagen in the skin. And then when our skin cells turn over, do you guys know like every 28 days we have new skin because our skin cells die and we have new skin cells that resurface. So the faster that process happens, the fresher we have, like the faster we have fresh skin. So when that starts slowing down, that's why we start getting dull, dingy, fine line, old looking skin. So if we can continue that process, it keeps us looking healthier. So the retinization process only offered by Mary Kay. It has 0.5% pure retinol. So this is definitely different than the retinol that's in the repair line, because the repair line has retinol derivatives. So it's not pure retinol. It has like a time released retinol that releases over time. So it's super gentle to the skin and it works wonderful. This is going to be something that if they want more improvement to their skin. Okay. And okay, in a clinical testing, 100% of women experienced an increase in skin smoothness and radiance. So you use a teeny tiny bit of retinol. The first 2 weeks you mix it with the milk, and then the next 2 weeks you follow it with the milk, and then you start upping the amount that you use. So you guys can learn about this, use it on yourself if you can or want to. The facial milk, Bethany did a really good job at talking about what that does. It's great for anyone that has any irritation in their skin, not necessarily just for retinol customers. And then you can apply the facial milk day and night, even on top of makeup. So it's not really like just a one-time thing or only when you're using retinol. It can be something that can be used daily. And then of course at night is when you do the actual retinol. So I have some great pictures here. Let's move over here right quick. So again, you can see the fine lines and wrinkles, but it's great for sun damage. And it's great for sun damage because it has that skin cell turnover. Okay, so that dead skin is being removed, and it's also firming up the skin. It's helping with fine lines and wrinkles. This is between 8 weeks for the woman. And then this is, what is that? Not even 8 weeks. Or not even 4 weeks there.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So men can use this as well. I think we've noticed this is not a woman's industry anymore. Again, so around her mouth, this is probably a hormonal thing. So you'll meet women who, when they get pregnant, they get the pregnancy mask, which looks like a mustache, and it's pigmentation around their mouth or a beard. And sometimes it doesn't go away. And that's a big deal for a lot of women, you know? So this will help with that pigmentation. And then that was an 8-week difference there. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is, I think, so September 20th to November 11th. So you guys can see a difference in her cheeks and the uneven of her skin tone. And also the wrinkles, like you guys see it around her eyes. Okay, guys, what questions do we have about any of this? Can use it when getting my eyebrows waxed at a salon. Okay, so you do want to avoid the eye area and the brows, and they say test it on your neck. Okay, so like I kind of just did a little bit where I needed to until I made sure my skin was okay with it. I used the milk pretty much frequently until I was good, making sure that I didn't have any irritation. Then you might test it on like one side of your neck one night, make sure. But yeah, you want to avoid your eyebrows, and especially if you're going to get waxed, the next day or that day, you don't want to do it that night. Yeah, helps with irritation from allergies. That's awesome. Okay, what else? What other questions do you guys have? I'll take a picture real quick. Say cheese. Yay. Okay, Bethany, did you have a fun game?
Well, it's not necessarily a game, but it is some like workout question.
Okay, hold on. I think Rachel had a question.
Okay.
One of my kids at work got play makeup on a stuffed animal, and it's white. Can we use the oil-free makeup to get off stuffed animals?
You can certainly try. You might also try the micellar water.
Okay, I didn't quite know on that. So thank
throw
you.
that bad boy in the washer machine.
It has batteries, so it's non-optional.
Okay. Try it.
Yeah, that's
okay.
To test it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the most important part when you're working out is to hydrate. Yeah, right? Okay, so we talked about a lot of different ways that you can hydrate your skin, whether it be around your eyes or all over your face. So my question would be, if you could choose one or two of like the major supplements of hydration for yourself, how do you prefer to hydrate?
Ooh, are we going around the room?
Yeah, like we're gonna. I'll call you out. So I'm just gonna go by the gallery. Okay, you ready? Then I'll give you 5 seconds think time. Okay, then hold the bubble in your mouth. Just kidding. All right. Sorry, I had to do that for the teachers in the room. Okay. All right, Robin, how do you prefer to hydrate?
I like the eye patches and the purple stuff, which is the oil-free hydrating gel.
Okay, Julina, how do you prefer to hydrate?
I like the the oil-free the oil-free hydrating gel. I like that one, and the extra emollient night cream. Okay, bubble in my mouth.
Okay, Shannon, how do you like to hydrate?
I'm terrible at this, but the eye patches.
Rachel.
The eye patches.
Makisha. Oh, she missed the question.
Sorry. No, I was struggling trying to get my mute button off.
Okay.
I like the patches and the pink stuff. Shh.
Okay. Renee.
I'm probably gonna go with just like everyone else, the eye patches and maybe the pink stuff.
Okay. Carrie.
The moisture renewing gel mask and the firming eye cream.
Christina.
The eye patches and the firming cream.
Jessica.
All right. I actually really like the extra emollient cream, and the lip primer has actually really made a big difference in my lips because I am a smoker and it's huge.
Hi.
Yes. Amanda. Hi. Your last name. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Actually, funny that you asked this question tonight because I finally used for the first time the moisture gel mask last night. So, and now I feel like I'm too moisturized. So
That's how I made my husband try that one. He's like, no, this is a bad choice for me. And definitely not. I don't need this mask.
Yeah, well, and then wearing a mask. So now I have a zit on my chin, but it's all good.
It's all right.
We got something else for that, right?
Right.
That's my new famous line. I got something for that.
Yes. Okay, Amanda, what about you?
You guys, I am a serum C+E girl. I love it. If I could put it all over my body, which I kind of do, I do.
Mine would, oh, sorry.
Good.
I didn't know if you had another one. I said mine would be the extra emollient night cream for my feet and the hydrogel eye patches for the spa. I think you probably could tell that by the way I talked about them. Okay, I have one other really quick question, if it's okay.
Yeah.
With you guys. Okay. Because I was like, I'm so clever with my workout question. Okay. After a workout with extra sweat, okay, that you worked real hard, what tools would help with the after part or preventing? I'm quizzing your knowledge. And this can be anyone can shout it out. Or I'm going to call on you.
Repeat the question, please.
Yeah. After a workout with extra sweat or before this workout that you know is going to be extra hard, what's a way that you can help it after or prevent it?
Primer.
Waters after.
That was the main ones I was thinking. Woo! High five for you. Okay, that was my 2 questions for you.
Okay, I do have some scenarios. We can totally skip scenarios, but if you guys like it, and that way it gives you an idea of what to pick, we can do it. I have 3. We can do 1, 2, or 3, or 0. It's up to you guys.
Let's at least do 1.
Okay. Scenario number 1. This woman has normal skin. She's in her teens. She already uses the botanical line. She's noticed that her skin is starting to get extra dry around her nose and a little bit red. And I'm also starting to get some blackouts on my chin and my forehead. But my mom has started to let me wear mascara and CC cream. What should I add in or help to fix my skin issues?
Mix and mask. Charcoal mask, a moisture mask.
And why?
The charcoal mask will help with the breakouts on the chin, and the moisture mask will help with the dryness on the nose.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else that you might add in? There's no like right or wrong. It's just, you know.
I was thinking maybe the tone correcting serum in some like in those target areas to help with the I don't know. I think I would have to listen to the scenario again, but
yeah,
I was like, after Carrie said that, I'm like, oh, that's probably really good.
Yeah.
That's the best
Mix
advice.
and max for sure. She's starting to use mascara and foundation. Is there anything else she might want to add in?
Extra emollient night cream.
Primers.
Or the purple stuff you mentioned, mixing it in with the foundation. That was something to help with a little bit of extra moisture on her nose. Maybe just mixing it in with a little bit of the foundation on her nose.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, I
I was
thinking,
going to say that, but I wasn't sure.
So she might want to start using oil-free eye makeup remover and the micellar water to remove makeup and eye makeup. Questions are great too. Like, well, tell me a little bit more about that, you know, and we talked about that last week. So, okay, guys, that's it. Next week, we have glamour. So come back for session 3. We're going to talk about color cosmetics, how to fill pocket number 3. And we're going to dig into all that. So we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Hey, Amanda,